Python list. This is a continuation of a Python beginner series. As we know, list is one of the collection types in Python. It's a mutable object type, which means we are allowed to mutate its internal state. So here, I'm inside my terminal, and I'm going to boot up the IPython interpreter so that we can play with some Python code to demonstrate uh, some of the behaviors of a Python list. So what better way to start is than to create a list. So I'm going to create a list. I'm going to call this genre. Okay, so I'm going to include some generic movie here. Let's say horror, and let's say thriller, and let's say comedy here. Okay, all right. So we have a list of genre, and then inside our list we have three generic movies, movie genre. Okay, so we are inside IPython. The other time in our previous tutorials, we talked about how uh, Python variables, they reference objects, and objects have attributes because they have attributes, they have types because objects, they hold data, and these data have attributes, they have types, methods, so to speak. Okay, so if you wish to uh, have a glean into the type of attributes and methods that this variable genre points to, this list. Inside IPython, we can do genre, which is the variable name. Then we do dots, and then we can do tab. Press the tab key. Okay, so we see all the different, what is it called? We see all the different methods, okay, that we have uh, in our list. Okay, so we can play with some of these methods. So we have the append, we have the count, we have the insert, we have reverse, clear, extend, pop, sort, copy, index, remove, and then we're going to be looking at these methods one after the other. Okay, so let's start with the append. If we do genre dot append, so what append does is it appends, it has a single element to the end of the list. So let's say append, what do we call this now? Let's call this romance. Okay, so we've appended this. This has new element, a single element to the end of the list. So now if you do genre, you see we have the new item added to our list. Okay, if you have an empty list that we wish to populate, we also use the append method to populate the empty list. It populates the list one after the other, depending on the condition we specify. Okay, so there is also insert. Okay, so what insert does is it insert a new element at a specified index. Remember, our Python list, not only does it contain item values, it also has indices. Because every value we have inside our list has index. Okay, so if we wish to use the insert method, we can do genre.insert. Okay, and then we specify the index in which we wish to insert an element. Say we say index 1, okay? And then we specify the item, the value of the item we wish to insert at the index 1, okay? So let's say we do, what do we do now? Cipher, okay? And now when we do genre, say we have cipher at index 1, like we specified up here, okay? So we also have extend. What extend does is it appends elements from another iterable to the current list, okay? So let's rewrite our genre. Let's say genre equals okay, so genre equals this. Okay, then I can do more genre. Genre equals the other time we said, what do we do? Okay, let me trace this. Romance. We've done comedy there. What else? We can do cipher here. Okay. Okay. So to use the extend, we are trying to append elements from another iterable to the current list. So we can do genre dot extend, and then we specify the other iterable. Okay, like this. So now we do genre. Say this list has extended this. So now we have this list populating this. This is what we have now. Okay. So we could also have remove. So what remove does is it removes the first occurrence of a specified value, where luckily for us, we only have single occurrence for each of the values here. So now we can do genre dot remove. What do we wish to remove? Say we wish to remove horror. Okay. And then when we do genre, say horror has been removed. Okay. We also have pop. Now, when we use pop, what pop does is, if we specify the index that we wish to pop out of our list, the value, the elements in that index get popped out of the list. But then if we didn't specify any index, the dot pop method, what it does is it pops out the last element in our list, and then it returns that last element. Okay, so it's better demonstrated if I do last genre. Okay, last genre, then I do genre dot pop. I didn't specify any element now. Okay, so then if I do last genre, you see the last element is cipher. So it pops this out of the list and then returns it. Okay, now let's go back to our original list. See, it's popped cipher out of it. Okay, with pop, see, we didn't specify any element, any index. So without specifying any index, it pops out the last element, the last item in our list, and then when we call it, it returns it, and then our current list no longer have that last element that got popped out. Okay, we can have more control over this if we do I don't know, item 1, then we can do genre dot pop. Okay, let's say index 1. I don't know, does that work? And then say item 1 comedy. Okay, so comedy is what we have in index 1. So we've specified that. Okay, pop that out of the list, and then it returns it. Now if we go back to genre, you realize that comedy has been popped out of our list. Now we have 2 items in our list. Okay, we also have clear. Now, what clear does is it clears all the elements in our list. So we have an empty list after we've used the clear method. So if we do genre dot clear, okay, and now when we do genre, we have an empty list. Okay. Uh, we also have methods for searching and counting. Okay. I'm going to go back to our genre. Genre. Um, then I'm going to do this. Okay. So now we have genre. We have this. Okay. So let's say uh, we wish to find what index. Although we've talked about this, but just me being explicit with my explanation. Say we wish to know what index Trilla is, then we can do genre dot index. Okay, and here we can have Trilla. Okay, what have I done? Oh, okay, sorry, I made a mistake because this item does not exist in our list. I I made a spelling error. So let me go back and then genre dot index. Then I need to make sure I get my spelling right this time. So it's saying Trilla is occupying index 1. Okay? If we do genre dot index horror this time, it's saying horror is occupying index 0. Okay, so that works. We could also have counts. What count does is it counts the occurrence of an item in our list. So if we do genre dot okay, let's do dot append. Okay, so let's say I'm appending Trilla again. So now we have genre. So Trilla is occurring twice. Then if I do genre dot count Trilla, then we have two. So we have two occurrences of genre here. So I'm going to pop this out anyway. So I'm going to do what's that? I'm going to do genre dot pop. So that way, if I now do genre, see it's popped out of the list. Okay. So we also have for reordering and copying. For reordering our list, we have the method sort for reordering, so that if I do genre dot sort, let's see what that does. Then if I do genre, okay, so it's now sorted is in alphabetical order. Okay, say we wish to reverse what we have here, we can do genre the reverse, although this works more for number items. Okay, so it reverses in alphabetical it reversed the alphabetical order. So we went from what is it called? From ascending to descending now. Okay. What else do we have here? We could also have copy. Okay. We could have we could copy this item in our list. So we can have new genre. Now we have genre dot copy. Okay, like that. That way, if you have new genre, say we've copied this. So now if you do genre dot clear, then genre becomes an empty array, an empty list, sorry. And then when we do new genre, say we have our copied list there. Okay, so we're going to continue with exploration of list in subsequent tutorials. So I hope you've learned a thing or two from this tutorial. I'm going to see you guys the next video. Thanks for watching.